If you run a gutter service company, whether it is maintenance and cleaning, installs and protection, you have to listen because this is how you're going to connect with huge multi-unit homes. I'm talking bigger than 50 doors in 2025, prepping for the 2026 season. So right now we're working with a customer. They want us to do a huge turnover in this campaign, and it has been incredible results. So I had to share how we're doing it so that you guys can also unlock this for your business. First, this is what is happening for this one client. So we've been sending for 2 weeks. I believe it's 9 total sending days because we had a day where deliverability just dropped through the roof. So we pulled it out, we redid the complete infrastructure and started sending for them again. What that really means is in these 9 days, we've passed over 19 multi units. And again, larger than 50 doors to these customers directly. These are now 19 quotes that are going out, and this is happening right now in October of 2025, right before they are getting their quotes prepared for the 2026 season. So you know that this is super, super important. And to show you, these are absolutely apartment building sites. So you can see here, Monarch Investments, if you'd like to submit a bid, I need it before the end of the month. This is what I'm telling you right now. Is end of October, and it's super important to get these out. So yes, I plan to install gutters next year and invite you to bid on the work. This is great. They can have it install and do the upsell for the maintenance. This is great if you have gutters, if your business is surrounded by gutters, or if gutters is just one of the services that you offer in a whole bundle of services themselves. So you know this is huge opportunity for upsells, cross sells, and just making a full system. So again, more apartment buildings. This is the Tipton Group. This is Brazo Residential. This is Abbey Residential. These are 2 gray stars back to back at 11 a.m. and 11:02 a.m. So 2 separate properties, and both in our client service territory, asking if they are in NetVendor. As you know, NetVendor is the platform that Graystar uses, and our company that we partner with is a NetVendor. So this is huge when you're already in there. Then, and if not, it's super simple to apply. You can ask me and I can help you do the same. With that, this is the 3rd Graystar building that we got them in contact with over the course of 2 weeks. So as you can see, this works. What it really comes down to is first and foremost having a fantastic list. And fantastic list means you are scraping leads that actually matter inside a service territory, and you're getting the people that are responding back, just like this. So this person is the direct decision maker. She also is adding property manager for these 2 locations. So this is the decision maker. She's also putting in the property manager so that they can go to that property. Again, regional manager, bring it over to the property manager for these 2 properties. It's a 2-for-1 special, people. So again, it comes down to the list and it comes down to the copy. And it also comes down to the cadence, how many emails you can get out to them, directly to them. You're not wasting time putting up some ads and hoping that someone clicks. This is going directly to business owners or to the regional manager or the property manager or the person that is making the decision. So I'm going to help you right now. Set up the list, write a little bit of copy. I can't show you exactly what we do for our clients, but I'll show you the copy that is working. And then I'll also show you how you can set up email infrastructure so that if you want to get in and you want to capitalize as best as you possibly can on these gutters, I will show you the mini version of what we do. So, and it really only comes down to numbers. You can do the full version, you just have to pay more. This is our site. This is leadgrove.io. This is our company. We are the largest commercial pressure washing partners in America. We work with customers in America and in Canada. And as of right now, you can scroll and see this. These are all the results we brought in so far. If you want to make a list to be able to find these properties, what you're going to want to do is to go to Outscraper, and I'm putting the link to Outscraper below this video so you can find it easy. What you're going to do is navigate to the Google Map Scraper. I start it just because we come back to this all the time. And when you're coming in here, we are going to search for apartment complex, apartment building, apartment rental agency, holidays, furnished apartments, short-term service apartments, and we're going to put in housing. You can put in all of the possible housing apartments, all of these. They have a ton of them. I'm just, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to choose these ones. And then you're going to come in here and you are going to put in your service territory. So in this instance, I'm just going to put in New York. It's going to take all the zip codes from New York itself, and then you're going to be able to scrape from here. Now, put in New York, and then you put in maximum results. If you put in 0, it's unlimited. That's always what I put in. So this is a really, really, really good tool that Outscraper has. And the reason why I suggest everyone to use Outscraper is because you have a cold email outreach pack, which is huge. So once we selected the cold email outreach pack, we're just going to come here and hit get data. We don't need to worry about the advanced parameters or other parameters right now. This is for just more advanced stuff. And you hit get data. So it's going to say confirm your task. It's going to give you a preview of how many leads. So Google Maps data, there's about 26,000 places. Emails and contacts, there's 47,000. Company insights, there's about 15,000 companies. And then from that, with the enrichment, email validator, there's going to be right around 37,000 emails. Now, this is the total cost, what it's likely to look like. And with Outscraper, depending on how many emails I can find, it is going to sit right in between this range. Now, we have a 30% off discount. You can hit the link below and grab a little discount as well. But what you're then going to do, and obviously it takes some time to do this scrape, but you're going to hit confirm, and then it will send an alert to your email, the one that you signed up with, and you will have it inside of your task just like this. So these are all ones that we scraped before for clients, and we can show how many emails came through on each of them, and we split it up into a different way. For you, you're just going to have this one here. You're going to hit download, and you're going to take that list, and then you are going to start to write copy based off of this list. What you have is hyper-targeted lists, and it shows inside of Google Sheets. You can then go and start writing your copy, and this is directed to your ICP. You should know exactly who they are, what they desire, their pain points, and everything else. I am going to do real quick is just write some campaign copy with you, and this is going to be a live workshop. So what we have for our clients and what I typically write, just knowing some of the pain points for gutter cleaning itself, I'm going to say, hey, first name of the contact that we just read, or we are servicing. We want to do current tense. So we are servicing multi-unit apartments, offices, and or you can put in location next week. And figured it out if he needed a gutter inspection before the roof starts unexpected leaks. Most people wait until after winter storms. And if at this point in time, if you're working with a multi-unit apartment complex, you can reference them and say, but current client was proactive and saved them $50K ballpark and probably low vol numbers on a new roof this year, but for 15 minutes slot. Best signature ES are fully licensed. I hope you are if you are watching this, and insured. Cool. So this is super simple copy. This is just direct, straight to the point. I'll tell you why it works. So this is a location and relevance base. So it is relevant because it is the same type of company or the same type of apartment complexes, same type of buildings that they have, and it's in the service location. So once you have that list, you're going to pull out where these people are. If it's a bigger city, if you're in an urban district, and you can go down to neighborhoods, or like here in Boston, you can say you're in South End or in Back Bay or something of the sort there. And then you say, figured I'd ask, we need a gutter inspection before the roof starts springing unexpected leaks. Next, we move into a little bit of social proof. So we're going to say most people wait until after storms, but current clients, so someone you've already worked with, was proactive and saved $50K on a new roof this year. Should I swoon by for a 15-minute slot? Best signature. PS, we are fully licensed and insured. Or you can say, PS, we are offering a New Year special on all maintenance, on all cleans scheduled before 31st. You can run both of these, or we run both of these. You can take either or. As of right now, this one performed a little bit better versus just saying we're fully licensed and insured, even though you should be. And this is a big thing for property managers and for multi-unit, whether you're commercial or just large residential homeowners, so on and so forth, they need people that are licensed and insured. It shouldn't be a chuck on the truck. And if you are, get a little business under your belt and then start doing this. I would just say offer a new special on cleanings before December 31st. It gives them a deadline and it gives them something to take action on to get this incentive before X date. And that's just a really good way to frame any sort of copy that you're doing. This is the copy that I would run. And then what does this look like? So if you're doing this manually, you're going to go side by side with this, your current business email address, and then the sheets that you just scraped. And then you're going to go through and you're going to say, hey, John, we're servicing multi-unit apartment complexes in Bedside next week, or we're going to be serving multi-unit apartment complexes in Charlottesville next week. Figured I'd ask you, we need a gutter inspection before the roof starts spraying. Most people wait till current storms, until winter storms, but X was proactive, saving so on and so forth. Then you put down your signature and everything else. So you're going to do that one by one by one by one by one. You can probably get out 50 in a day. If you have other people in the office, have them do that for you. If you're the business owner, please don't do this unless it is an absolutely extremely important job to you and you're not super busy. Then in that case, if you're just starting out, rip these. But if not, you have some business under you, you're already busy yourself, have someone in the office do it for you, or hire a virtual assistant to do it and to send it off your email account. But once you start hitting over 50 a day, then if you can even get there, first off, but if you do get there, then you're going to start to be getting flagged for spam, which is why we set up huge infrastructures for our clients. So now we're moving on to infrastructure. Infrastructure comes down to two things: domains to put email accounts on, and the email accounts themselves. The two tools that we use is Porkbun and Premium. Porkbun, crazy name, I know, but you search all adjacent domains to your main one. Say your main one is guttercare.com, you buy guttercare.co, or you buy gutterexpress.com. You go all the way down. What we do is to use a little GPT, and on this GPT, created it here, and it says, where I'm going to put in guttercare.com. And guttercare.com is going to bring out 20 power washing specific or service style.com domains. So try guttercare, gutter pro, gutter. I'm going to come over and put them in here into the bulk search action. I'm going to hit bulk search. It's going to pull up all these and I'm going to add them to the cart. This is the lowest possible place you can buy domains. They're $11.08 for the year, and you just come in here and purchase them. I have 20 in here right now, so I'm just going to come in and you can do, add all these to the cart. And once you're adding all these to the cart, you can come and check out. And once you're done checking out, you're going to have, just like I do inside of our accounts, you're going to have all these. Then you're going to take these and you're going to go over to Premium Inboxes. For Premium, use the link below and you'll get a little discount and a little coupon code. With Premium, you're going to say get started. You're going to hit choose startup now for the startup plan because you're not going to buy that many. And what we do is buy 80, buy as many as you want, but the more volume, the more you're going to be able to send. You go to 40 if you want to do 40, and you can have $140 for the month to run cold email on these domains. Now, once you check out, it's going to ask you for all of this information so that you're able to just set it up. It's super easy, super simple. But at that point in time, you're going to want to sign up for a Smart Lead plan. You can head over to Smart Lead and you can do 14-day free trial. So do this and just sign up, put in your information, and then you'll have a Smart Lead account. You can see inside of our Smart Lead account, you have your profile, who you've signed up with, all this type of stuff. You're going to enter in all that information inside to Premium. It's, again, super simple for you to fill out. They will put in all the inboxes for you. They will put them on a warm-up setting, and they will tell you the suggestions for them as well. Again, for all email accounts, they have to warm up. Just like these ones, for instance, have been warming up now for a few days, and we are starting to send on them. They have to warm up for 14 days before you start. Warm reputations at 100. When they do go down, that's okay, but you're going to want to make sure that you're monitoring them and that you're switching them out over time. That's for Smart Lead. When you finish with Smart Lead and you have your account set up, you're going to have all of these email accounts in here. You are going to create a campaign. And when you create a campaign, you upload the list that you had already. So the one that you got from Outscraper, you just download it. It's going to be right here in your browser. You can bring it right down and select it for the CSV. Then you come in here and put in your sequence. This sequence we're going to take. These are variables that we can use inside of Smartly, and we're going to put them just in here, just like this. And just for the sake of this one, we'll just erase this just so it looks decent. And so once you're in here, you can then do a setup. You can save the changes. First, actually put a little subject line. So we're going to do like quick question or question for apartments for your apartment. Question for your apartment. Cool. Save the changes. Very simple one. And we're going to go to the setup. You can choose a sender account, so you can pick all the email accounts that you want to connect to this campaign. I'm not going to connect to any just for the sake of this. You schedule a campaign. We do it. Do a little different. So I always do like 9:03 to 6:02, because then it will show, it's not going to send all of them right at 9 o'clock and then stop sending right at 6. It's going to be a low variance. You can also send up to 25, 30 emails per day per sender account. I do less. You can do about 25 to 30 emails per sender account. We do less just to save deliverability for our clients. And then you put the campaign start day to the same day that you're ready to go. And we always put it as just 10,000 or 100,000 leads reach out per campaign. And then you choose your time zone. So where you can put any one in here, we're just going to put in GMT right now. So we're going to hit save. Campaign settings, interesting place. You want to hit randomize. I'm not going to explain many stuff in here. I'm just going to tell you what you want. HTML, this is going to increase deliverability. Don't have a smart server, I would assume. Put it to 50-50, so you follow up and send to new leads every single day. You're only going to get Gmail inboxes for the most part, so it doesn't really matter if you match them Outlook to Outlook or Gmail to Gmail. And then when you do this, you can send to all. You can categorize them with AI, but for your case, if you're doing this and you're just a gutter company or your pressure washing company or someone that's watching this right now, you do it for your own company, just manage the inbox your own self, put on the high bounce rate protection, put it for 4%. If the bounce rate, meaning the emails don't get delivered, is above 4%, it's usually an issue. You either got to validate that list again, or your sending accounts are starting to fail. And then don't add an unsubscribe link in the emails themselves. So save those general settings, and then you're ready to go for the review. Once you have leads in here, and I'll just take once you have leads in here, you're going to be able to see what that final review looks like. And once you have the final review, it's going to look just like this, but you also have these things filled out if you are automating this and doing this at a higher level. So that's a full training. Right when you go through and you hit launch, then your emails are going to start to send out automatically over time, over the course of the day, Monday through Friday, for your business. And you can go and start getting these types of stats. So getting 19 positive replies in 2 weeks, getting connected with property managers of large multi-unit homes, and getting in these huge game time. And I mean game time really I need it by the end of the month. So you're getting in one of the last quotes, which is usually better, and you can have yours to judge on versus all the other ones. And you can get these huge properties, just like these 3 Gray Stars, just like this Westdale, just like this Freeman Webb, and this one as well. And you can come through to the Brazo Residential. I think there's 2 of them in here, Crescent Arbors, and all these other large multi-unit homes. And I know that getting these down for gutter maintenance, gutter cleaning, and gutter repairs over the years is going to massively grow your business and grow the commercial side of your business. So these are the staples. This is what really separates you from being someone that's fighting for residential work, dumping money in Google Ads, going on Angie's, purchasing from there, having to show up every time to group community service meetings and all this type of stuff. Instead, you are delivering straight to the decision makers' emails. And at that point in time, you're able to really get in contact with these people, set up appointments, and win business that people are not going to do because This is a different form of marketing. People aren't doing this. So get in as early as you can, hit it right at the right times of the year. So right now is the hot spot. And then also again in the springtime when spring cleaning is coming, these are two massive, massive times, fall and spring, for gutters. So get in there, get your business done. And if this seems like a headache to you, find a time on my calendar and either me or someone on my team will sit down with you, go through your service territory, understand exactly who you want to reach out to, and we can build custom lists using all the proprietary software that we use, also the AI messaging, to get jobs like this. So if that's the case, book a time, we will LBO and give you a price and everything that we can do for you from there. That's it for this video. I hope you can come and make a lot of money from this, just like our clients are currently doing. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to me and we're happy to help.